One of the biggest questions you may have after your auto accident is how long will the claim take to resolve? Well, Peter Catania of Catania and Catania is back with some answers as best as you can do. Of course, not all cases the same, right?
No, exactly.
I'm sure you get asked that a lot, though. Like, how long is this going to take?
All the time. And so, clients usually want an expeditious resolution to their issue, and certainly I can appreciate that. The biggest part of handling a case and helping a client through this process is you want to make sure when it's come time to talk to the insurance company about a resolution, you have a full understanding of the client's injuries and how those injuries are going to affect them into the future.
Especially if they're continuing.
Absolutely. And if in fact they're continuing with future care, you want to have a good handle on what you think the nature of that care will be and then the cost. Because those are all damages that you have to evaluate and assess that are a part of a settlement discussion. My worst nightmare as an attorney is to settle a case and then have the client call me 90 days, 120 days later and say, I got this pain. I really didn't talk too much about the doctor because I was worried about the other injury we were treating for, but it's really becoming problematic and we need to go talk to the insurance company again. And all I can tell them is not a darn thing anybody can do now.
Once it's closed, it's closed.
Settled. So in exchange for any kind of a settlement, you're going to sign what's called a release. And a release is a contract between you and the insurance company saying, in exchange for this payment, you are releasing any and all legal claims you have between now and the end of the world, and that you can never come back and ask for anything more. So that's why, if anything, I always like to be cautious, and if I move a little bit slower, because I want to make sure that the clients reach what we call maximum medical improvement. It's a medical term that means the physician has done what they know to do in which to treat your injuries, and that your body has had enough time to heal post-trauma. And usually, again, it's a very general guideline, but usually it's probably about 6 months after the accident that you have a good handle on MMI, or when MMI should be taking place. And at that point, then I'll begin to formulate what I think our demand should be, and a demand includes a itemization of what the damages are under a Florida law that you're entitled to make. The intangible damage that there's no receipt for is what we call pain and suffering. And there's a common sense approach. The more severe the injury is, the more it affects the quality of your life, your ability to earn your money, earn living, your relationships with your family, your kids, et cetera, et cetera.
There's a lot of factors in with this.
The more that's impacted, the more you're going to be entitled to and recover from and settle for. Now, part of that is also going to be affected by the amount of the coverage available. But generally speaking, in a very straightforward accident, and you'll see a lot of times clients will ask a question, and oftentimes my answer depends, right? 6 to 8 months post-accident is when a very straightforward case can usually be resolved. That means from the day of the accident to a resolution is probably 6 to 8 months. Could it go as far as 10? Yes. Most cases are resolved without a lawsuit being actually filed. Most are in the pre-suit negotiated stage.
So most kind of end with a settlement? Is that
true.
Fair?
That's a fair statement. And most are resolved with a negotiation between you and the insurance company without actually having to go through the court process. There are a few that go to litigation and ultimately to trial, and usually there's a major dispute between you and the insurance company as to the facts surrounding how the accident occurred, or there's a dispute and disagreement as to the value of the damages you suffered and the value of your settlement.
This is also interesting. I'd not heard of this yet.
So
but yeah,
those are the only two really scenarios where you'll go to suit and ultimately let a jury of 6 people decide.
Well, maybe you have some questions as well that you would like answered, and this is where you and your team step in and you say, you know what, we do offer these free consultations, kind of that initial consultation. Happy
to help. Answers provide some guidance to folks and helps them manage their stress and the difficult time they're managing themselves.
Because again, every situation is certainly unique. So again, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Carly.
We love when you and your team are here, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thanks so much.
As always, there's the number to call to get that free legal consultation, and then the website as well.